When it comes to deer nutrition, we depend on a 365-day-a-year system. That's why we rely on Big Time.
We never saw a horn. As soon as they'd come out into the food plot,
I pretty much have done all the work throughout the whole year around this place. I'm pretty sure we blew out half the bottom of the motor.
You're shaking my head in disbelief at what just happened.
His days, they're numbered.
You can't step to my throne. They ain't working like me. I did this on my own. You asking where we been, huh? I don't know where to begin, huh? All this dirt on my skin. I just came here to win. I'm more than a man, I'm a monster. Somebody call a pastor, doctor. New York, London to Japan. I'ma show the whole world who I am. Boom.
The Raven Project is brought to you by Big Time. Attract, develop, grow. Case IH. Rethink productivity. Hawk Optics. Vision accomplished. Deer Grow. Better food plots, bigger deer. Scentlock. The most effective whitetail gear ever made.
Better find myself some camouflage.
I don't know a better way to put a cap on a dang good evening this evening, man. We had probably one of the best sets that we've had on the Raven in the last 2 seasons. We went to a spot I've never set before we call the Buck Plot. And man, we saw a dang thumper tonight. I'm jacked up because it really, not a deer that we knew. He just showed up like a week ago. We went in there, started getting pictures of him, and looks like he's camped out around that plot, and he's a dang stud. So I'm jacked up for the rest of the week. I'm gonna be up in there amongst them. You know, that second camp of the year, it's kind of like a wild card because you're getting into the heart of the rut, and it really can go one of 2 ways, really good or really bad. And this year, man, with the amount of acorns that we had, the deer was starting to get locked down on us. It turned out and proved to be way harder than what we anticipated. And sometimes though, you know, at the end of the day, you know what they say, that's just hunting. But it truly is. I mean, it always isn't gonna go exactly the way that you anticipate it going. This camp and the Raven and just the atmosphere of it, that's what hunting and what hunting camp is supposed to be about, outside of the killing. The killing is awesome, and we gotta have deer kills, and we love to kill big deer as much as anybody. But you gotta enjoy the hunt.
Hey, Cody, right here at the creek bottom. That looks like a big buck. That's that 3-year-old 10-pointer. I ain't even gonna pick up my crossbow. I don't want to be tempted. There he comes. He's gonna come to the right here. That's a dang nice deer, man. There he comes right there. He's gonna come around there on the right. October 18th. Just had a cold front roll in. Cody and I slipped in here in the timber. Got in here just in time this morning, got things set up. We're after a couple different bucks that we know. One deer I call stickers. I'd love to get a shot at him, but they've been moving a little bit later in the morning, so we're gonna stick it out just a little while and see what happens. We feel pretty good about it though. We got in here good, quiet, with plenty of time. stud. Making us great.
Yep. Yep.
That was freaking sick. I hope you can see him. I think that was Severson.
After checking the bog trail cameras the last week or two, we knew that the buck plot was going to produce, and it was going to produce soon. My brother has had about 3 or 4 different deer this year that he's claimed to be his. So we've kind of let him have those, you know, we've gave him his space. But when it comes to this big 10-pointer that I call Megalodon, he has been after him for a while. So let me tell you, my brother's going to be leaving here in a couple afternoons, and I think I'm going to sneak up in there and see what happens.
Man, we just slipped in over this big time food plot. This is a plot that my brother's actually been hunting for a few days in a row. Had an encounter with a deer that we call Megalodon. He's a freaking unit. And I ended up hunting with him and Cody last night. And we had a heck of a set here too, in a bog blind right across the food plot. But we've been on our cameras, our bog cameras as well. And this deer showed up this morning. And my brother wasn't able to come in here this afternoon, so I've got a good win for the Millennium set on the other side of the food plot. We got the wind blowing right down the edge of this food plot, so we eased in here today. It's rainy and kind of nasty, but it's high pressure, man, and the temperatures really dropped today, and we're feeling really good about it. Big buck right here. Big buck, Cody. Big buck. It's the Big 10. It's the Big 10. He's right here in the food plot. That's the Big 10, dude. What?
Bet.
We already shot an absolute freaking stud. I mean, he's a dead deer, man. I'm not gonna say I pinwheeled him, but he's a dead deer, and I feel really good about it. We know he's dead.
The Raven Project is brought to you by Grizzly Coolers, adventure guaranteed for a lifetime.
Precisely.
Hooeyman, your land, your legacy.
We're not out of the woods yet, son.
Hunt Stand, hunt like a pro. Baker Implement, trusted equipment of the Raven Project.
If I did shoot, I'm not even sitting there. It was a cluster, I'm gonna be honest with you. My brother takes his management extremely serious. I do too. But we went in there for a stud 10-pointer, and there's a couple of them that have been in there in the past, apparently. I had about 10 seconds Y'all are gonna see it. He's in the middle of the food plot, but the problem was we were turned around the other way. I didn't even have my bow. So by the time I turned around and got on him, he was at like mid-30s, close to 40, I think. I don't even remember. I'm pretty sure I blacked out. And I know the deer we were after had fours like this, and he had good brow tines about this big. We didn't have enough time to really verify what he was. We just shot him, so I don't know.
What's the story?
Boys,
What'd you do?
I'm just gonna go ahead and tell you, the megalodon is now extinct.
You killed one?
Oh, he's dead, boss.
Really?
No way.
Oh yeah, he's done.
Are you serious?
He's done.
Are you being honest?
Yeah.
Seriously, or are you kidding?
No, he's done, boys.
Where'd you hit it?
Nice, dude.
You know, little liver, maybe gut, you know. Nothing out of the ordinary.
Maybe a little bit back.
Man, believe it or not, I have killed a lot of deer in my life, and that isn't a humble brag at all, by no means. But as soon as I shoot this deer, I know that it's the biggest deer that I've ever shot with a compound bow. So to say that I lost my mind, it would be a little bit of an understatement. I mean, I almost threw my bow, almost fell out of the stand. I mean, it got a little rowdy up there.
Hey, boys. Hey. I see the bees. Right. Look at that belly. Look at the
Oh. Dude, he's freaking stiff as a board. Dude, hammer. He freaking died immediately.
Dude, that's a good 10-pointer, man.
That's a freaking hammer.
Heck yeah, good job, buddy.
Look at that freaking dash.
I'm a little bit sad. I'm a little bit sad. Me and Cody come in here. Yeah, we come in here the other night, man, and had him close, and I mean just almost got him shot. Didn't get him killed, and hey, sometimes when stuff like that happens, man, it's meant to be. We had a similar situation just a few years ago with Evan, you know. We got something to celebrate around the skinning pole now. You know, as much crap as I give the boy, I am proud of him for going in there. And you know, the cool thing was he shot this deer off of a food plot that he went in. He done some tractor work earlier in the year. He went in, he took a bog blind in there and brushed it in. So he had put some work into this spot, and for him to be able to shoot his best bow buck to date off of that plot that he had put some work into, I think he finally started figuring out what this was all about and how much more special it means to you whenever you actually do go in there and do some work on your own and then reap the rewards of it. Pretty dang cool.